Signal Space is the largest digital art gallery in Czech Republic. It was opened in October 2025. One of the dedicated rooms features a customized version of the world-renowned laser installations created by famous Japanese programmer and digital artist Shohei Fujimoto. One of the most notable features is the Infinity Room, a space that uses mirrors and lights to remove physical boundaries and expand the imagination. This room uses custom code and sensors to track real-time gestures and physical presence instead of a generic mirror reflection. Your physical movements pull, stretch, and paint fluid digital figures. The moment you move or change position, the artwork shifts and vanishes, meaning every single sketch created by a visitor's body is completely unique. The massive room houses dizzying 360-degree large-scale projections combined with surrounding audio. The projection loops are designed to engulf your entire field of vision, successfully blurring the lines between reality and digital animation.
We can open the doors to the infinite possibilities of everything.
Next day.
The visual highlight of the entire park is a wooden boardwalk that crosses over the pond, wet sections of the water alongside several circular viewing piers. The deck sits just barely above the water surface, offering incredible level angle landscape reflections that make it an absolute hotspot for autumn photography. Apparently there is a Prince Philip Avenue here, and this avenue features exactly 100 lime trees planted to honor the 100th birthday of Britain's Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. Let me know if you are able to find it, because I couldn't find it. If you need a total reset from the bustling crowds of central Prague, these little wooden piers are the ultimate escape button. Sitting here, you realize you don't need to travel hours into the mountains to find absolute stillness. This hidden slice of nature is right on the edge of the city. We didn't realize, but we sat here and talked for more than an hour, and it was like meditation.
One eternity later.
Hello everyone, good morning, and today is my last day in this beautiful city of Prague. So for the past days we have been just relaxing, doing nothing pretty much. We were just having some really good food, sitting on the couch and just watching something on the TV, YouTube, Netflix, etc. And this was always part of the plan. So we did keep a few days separate for resting, which I believe was the right decision, because I don't like such kind of vacations where you just keep running behind locations and don't really get time to sit with your loved ones. I wouldn't definitely regret this decision of sitting with my friend after a long time, creating some memories offline. And now what are we doing today? I guess I would be the only tourist in Prague who is visiting the Charles Bridge on their last day in Prague. So yeah, that's the plan. So since I have been here, we have been just discussing that we have to visit the Charles Bridge, and we didn't really get a chance for some or the other reason. I guess we never really woke up early in the morning, so it's around 6 a.m. So that's the best time to visit the Charles Bridge. So we will be visiting the Charles Bridge now. And the other day I mentioned about the raw feelings of the bungee jump. So basically the thing with bungee jump is that if you have never tried the bungee jump in your life, you should definitely do it. It would change your whole perspective of life. At least it happened with me and my friend as well. Once you reach that edge, there is no going back, and the feeling, the adrenaline rush you get when you are standing at that edge just before the jump, when you look down, it is just an unexplainable experience, and there is no turning back, basically, as I said. And once you are off that edge, it's like everything is then history. So what we felt was very proud of ourselves for doing that particular activity, and now there is no fear, but there is motivation to do a higher jump and do more of the adventure activities. We were literally seeing a list of adventure activities after we finished our first bungee jump, so it's kind of motivating, and that adrenaline pump is just epic. Not 1 minute earlier, not 1 minute after, but as soon as you leave that edge, the feeling is just like unexplainable. Once you are hanging down there, once you hit that first jerk, the first jerk of that bungee, like you feel like you have achieved something. But yeah, as I said, it can't be explained in words, so do try it for yourself and let me know in the comments how did you like the videos of the bungee jump.
A few moments later.
Whenever I see the trams here and the beautiful European architecture, I can't help myself but take the camera to capture it all. And I know I'm going to miss this when I return. The Charles Bridge was built by King Charles IV in 1357, but it wasn't called Charles Bridge until 1870. Because it was the only major crossing over the Vltava River for 400 years, it was simply referred to as Stone Bridge or Prague Bridge. The bridge has a dark history. The ruling powers executed the rebel leaders and hung them directly off the balcony of the tower. If you are planning a photo shoot here, it's quite difficult. You have to position your camera just right to look like you are the only person on earth, while in reality, there is a crowd of 50 to 100 people standing right behind you, waiting for their turn.
Boy, yeah, boy, yeah, boy.
These popular statues of the saints are actually fakes. The original 17th century statues are preserved in the National Museum. It was also used as a public bus and tram route until 1965 and then converted into a pedestrian-only zone. Honestly guys, I have just been sitting here by the river for the last hour, just thinking. This is always the hardest part of a travel series. The momentum slows down, the cameras start getting packed away, and you realize you have to trade these cobblestone streets and river views for your normal daily routine back at home. Prague has been absolutely magic, and a part of me really doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, boy, yeah, boy. टाइटैनिक पोज में लगा टाइटैनिक पोज में.
What I will miss more are these useless conversations that we have, and also randomly deciding to go out without actually knowing our destination. I literally have to drag myself out of here because the truth is I don't want to leave these views, and I'm just packing these views in my camera.
Later that same evening.
Hello everyone. So last day is done and finally in the car and going to the airport. Feeling a bit low, but yeah, more on this at the airport. So I am finally here at the airport, and with that it's time to say goodbye to Prague. Living is never easy, especially when you have spent some of your life's best moments in a particular city, and especially with your loved ones. But I'm taking home countless memories of the adventures and experiences that I had here, the beautiful things that I saw, and this is definitely not the end. I'm gonna return to Europe very soon, and possibly Prague too. Until then, I am learning Czech language. I learned a few words so that I can have better conversations in the future. And let me know, what did you like the best about this series, and what were your experiences in Europe? I would love to see your comments. Until then, please subscribe to the channel for new videos. I'll see you in the next one.